What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome to this talk. It's going to be a beautiful one, a short but beautiful one. And I want to talk about something that I'm observing. And a couple of minutes ago, it popped up in my head, and I thought that maybe it's time I speak on it, because sometimes these things pop up and I'll forget to speak about them and completely not talk about them at all. And then we'll all be at a loss, especially you who doesn't know this. But the truth is, each and everyone is trying to understand you. Each and everyone is trying to figure you out, how you operate. What makes your mind tick? What makes your mind ache? Your government is trying to gather a lot of information about you. The big pharma or the medical industry is also trying to gather all the information it can about human beings, about you, about how you operate, about your brain, about your body, so they can come up with all these plans for you. Every industry that I can think of, be it the beauty industry is doing its research and trying to understand you, be it in any space you can think about, they're trying to understand how you operate. They're trying to put as much time as possible towards researching your mind and your body. So everyone is trying to understand you besides yourself. Everyone is trying to figure out how you operate besides yourself. When do you put time aside for you to study yourself, for you to study your moods, for you to study how you talk, for you to study why you talk the way you talk, for you to study why your mind thinks the way that your mind thinks, for you to study who you truly are? Because if you don't put time aside to discover who you truly are, then the government or these institutions, all these industries, all these other people, the external people, are going to determine that for you. If you don't figure out who you are for yourself, if you don't discover yourself by yourself, then you're going to take on a character that's going to be given to you by these other outside entities. So I'm encouraging you to put away all the distractions. There's so many things that distract us. I can't even begin to count. But at least I know that the closest of these things right now is this bad boy. This bad boy is very close. The biggest distraction we have is this bad boy, because it's very mobile. It fits in my hand, it fits in your pocket. You move with it everywhere, even to the toilet. You go with your phone. So really, this right now is our biggest distraction. If you can put time aside to stay away from this, amongst so many other things, even the people that we interact with are actually distractions. Imagine, they say that, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you what you do or what your behaviors are. If you're around people that are a certain way, you're going to start doing the things that they do. So even those can be distractions. But find time to detox from this. Find time to just be right there, just by yourself. Because in you being by yourself like that, your mind is going to first come up with things, Your mind cannot rest, just like mine. At least I'm speaking for myself. My mind cannot rest. But after a while, it will quiet down. And then I would like to believe that your higher self or God will start to pop in and give you a few sherries that you can meditate on in your mind. You start to make sense of a few things about yourself. Maybe it could even be a conversation that you had with someone maybe hours prior. And now in this moment, you have a chance to dissect it and try to make meaning of it. So every now and then, I encourage that you detox from the things that obstruct us. A couple of weeks ago, I got off TikTok. I deleted the app. It's not the first time I'm deleting it. I do this every now and then. Any app can go, nothing can stay forever. if I feel like it's affecting my concentration, if I feel like it's affecting, if I feel like I'm investing so much time in it, then it is a distraction to me. So whatever takes your attention, because your attention is your most valuable resource. At least it is mine. My attention is my most valuable resource, whatever I give attention to. So if TikTok is taking so much of my attention, then it has to go. If Instagram is taking much of my attention, then it has to go. So I'll have these phases whereby I'll quiet down on the content. You'll see less of the content that is coming from me. And that's because I don't want, because it's taking so much of my time. It's taking so much of my attention. You know? I'm not here to just do videos and do Instagram. At the same time, I'm also not here to consume and, you know, watch all these videos and do all these things. However much, even the things that I'm watching, even if they are good, my mind gets to a point whereby it's full. It's full of this information. And it's full of these confusing ideas, of all these conflicting ideas. And now my mind is tasked with trying to understand all this, trying to make sense of all this. And it's a lot. It's a lot. When does the mind free up for God to speak? Because all this information is things that are coming from the world. So when does God get to speak? When does God get his chance to whisper some things to you? Because God is always there. God has never left you. God is within. God is within. But when do you give God time to actually say some few things to you? If all the time, from Instagram you get to TikTok, from TikTok you get to Twitter, from Twitter you go to YouTube, from YouTube you get to interacting with friends, and from there you go out, from there you go drink, then you alter your mind, from there you go smoke up. When do you just give time for God to also say a few things, or that which you call God to say a few things? That's what I want to share anyway. I think it's important for myself and for you to put time aside to not be distracted, and to put time aside to learn about myself, learn about what truly I am made up of. Talking about the science, how my mind operates, how my moods operate, you know, how I talk, how I walk, what I stand for. All these things have to come, you know, to a table, and I dissect them and I try to make sense of them and try to tweak whatever I need to tweak. And I think it's something that I can encourage for someone like you who's watching my videos, because if you're following me, then I think there's a reason as to why you follow me. I'm starting to get a little bit of an understanding of what that is. I mean, but you can tell me as well in the comments, why do you follow me? But if you're following me, then I want to believe that you're someone who wants to improve as a person, improve in your interactions with other people, improve in your health and wellness, and get a deep understanding of yourself. That's the follower that I want. That's the person who should be following me. And if you're not up for these things, then you may be following the wrong person. So I encourage you to also unfollow me, because things like these are going to be coming. But anyway, that's what I wanted to share. I'm having not a tough week. No, I don't want to use those words. No, I'm having a challenging week because I'm getting to do things that I'm not used to doing. But overall, I know that these things are good for me. So I'm putting my head down. I'm keeping my head down, keeping my feelings aside, because feelings can also get in the way of things. You know, we're not trying to lead with feelings. They're very important, but you can't lead your life with feelings. So my feelings of not being comfortable where I am right now, fuck the feelings. I'm going to do what I need to do to be able to get to where I need to get. So I'm having those kinds of weeks, but it's still beautiful regardless. It's a new environment, but it's still beautiful regardless. I can breathe, I can see the sun, I can talk to you guys, I can research. I enjoy researching, I enjoy looking for wisdom and knowledge. I can still do that, and that's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share. It's about 3 p.m. I need to go get my lunch, and yeah. But still then, I'm actually doing some fasting, and I'll talk a little bit about fasting in some future videos, not so far from now, but I'll talk about fasting and how it can help you improve your health. you know, eating 3 meals a day or even more, even for me, a person who is trying to, you know, bulk up and improve on my size in the gym, I need to eat a lot of calories. But it's been killing me because now my intestines or my digestive system was actually suffering. So I'm having to go through a phase of limiting what I eat and not having to eat 3 meals or more a day. And so yeah, I'm fasting. Once I eat breakfast, I will not eat lunch and I'll wait for dinner. Or I will have 1 meal a day. Yeah, and I want to actually push myself and see if I can fast for a whole day, because my entire life, I've actually never fasted for an entire day. In my entire life, I've never fasted for an entire day. So it's something I want to try out and get rid of all these toxins, of all these this bad food, all these bad things that are in my body. I want my body to heal. So when I do that, I'll sure make a video about it and tell you guys about the experience. But other than that, I thank you so much for watching and taking this time to actually watch me. I don't take it for granted, even for the 5, 10 people, 15 people who watch, or 100 people who watch. I'm very grateful. I can't thank you enough. Thank you for your patience. And yeah, it's for your own good, because I'm not going to be spilling things that are bad for you. I'm going to be spilling things that are good for you. So it's good for you either way. But anyway, cheers. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. It helps me a lot. There's no way I can improve. There's no way I can grow without your support. So let's do this together. You know, it works both ways. You help me, I help you out. The road is to 1,000 subscribers right now. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So I can't do it alone. I can only do it with you guys. Thank you so much. Boom.